Well, hello and welcome to the stream. Let me get my chat going. Live dashboard. There's our chat. Let me get our preview going. Select the stream. Let me get that off the screen because that's annoying. Let's see, what else are we going to do right now? We're going to take a look at our audience. And here. And stick with me and hold on just 1 second. We will be all set up and running here in a minute. Talk about a few things. Definitely talk about the current tray situation, which was kind of baloney. And let's see what else we got here. Right over here, multi-chat, YouTube. Got everything up. Participants. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Chat here, and then, okay, that's exactly what I want. Okay, so here we go. Got our chat going, we got our participants, we're streaming, we're good. We're going to talk a little bit about Tray Solo. I can't tell you much about Tray Solo. Why? Because they did a super duper beta move in their 2.0 release, and they released Solo at the same time, only to paying members and only via a code drop, like some sort of beta feature in a game. And I think the community felt it, and there's been a lot of pushback from the community. A lot of really staunch Tray advocates that I'm not sure what's hold on to them since honestly, Claude Sonnet 4.0 is doing all the heavy lifting. Tray, even with Solo, is not doing anything that Hero or Cursor or any of the other ones do. So yeah, that's my take on Tray Solo when it becomes regular. If I still am a professional user, still have a paid membership, which it expires in, I don't know, about 3 weeks. We'll see. If they roll it out before then, it'll get reviewed. If not, I'm not going to pay to be treated like a gamer. Um, this is not gaming, this is coding. Different world, people, different world. So anyway, all of that's good. I was going to go back here. You know what? Nobody is in. I'm going to give this 5 minutes. And if the 5 minutes goes by and nobody's in, I'm going to go ahead and kick off and just do some coding on my own because I really enjoy that lately. But what we did last time is we utilized Tray. Well, actually, no, we did not. We utilized Cursor and Kiro to build this particular interface right here, which is this is a prompt builder called Prompt Builder NG. If we take a look here at the little sandwich menu, we can see, we can edit the snippet. Okay, so here's something, and we'll go ahead and do this on camera before I shut the stream down. If you'll notice, this does not look great. So the snippet modal window is too close to the edges, and it needs some white space between, yeah, it needs some white space on the right, left, and bottom. So we're going to load this code up in one of these editors and have it eliminate that white space. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to, this code is being run from where? What do we have open? This is being run, right? This is not being run. This is left over. Okay. So let's do this. I'm really enjoying Kiro, and uh, it's in beta right now. And they admit they're in beta. Matter of fact, they even took it down for a while and simply let users that already had access use it. So right now I've opened up into my project space, that prompt builder. Oh, that's the screenshot is what I'm looking for. This right here, I know it looks a little different. We need to do some updates to get it to look like that. But anyway, we're in that folder. And what we will do with Kiro selected, we're gonna use Claude Sonnet 4.0 because honestly, it does a lot of heavy lifting. We're going to tell it, um, take a look at the, okay, no, we're going to say in the current project, the snippet editing modal has no white space between the left, right, and bottom. Add an appropriate amount of white space to make the modal look better. Okay, there we go. We're going to give it this. We're going to leave it on autopilot, and bam, ba-bam, it is thinking. It is thinking. And we are drinking coffee while it thinks. I don't know what that thing is that's showing up behind me. Huh. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. We're at 7:05 right now. We're going to go ahead and let it complete this task, and then we'll call this a video. I could have also taken a screenshot of that area and included it in my chat window. Matter of fact, if it doesn't, if it can't find what we're looking for, then we will go ahead and give it a screenshot so it knows. Well, it's working. Just talk a little bit about the best practices. What in the world is? So there's something that it sees. Oh, there's a pillow over there. Okay, interesting. Dog pillow on the floor. Anyway, easily distracted. Uh, anyway, it is a very good idea. See up here, I'm in a new session right now, and I haven't pulled in the previous sessions that I've coded this thing in. That's because it doesn't need the previous sessions. You're just adding more context than it needs. It just needs to be able to see the current code and do what you asked of it. So it's highly recommended. Here we go. It is reading the files right now, looking at the CSS. Okay. Um, it it's highly recommended that every time you do something, you can do something new or you get done doing something, then commit your changes. Well, commit your changes because I don't be a dummy. Don't be a Git idiot. A Git idiot. Um, know Git, understand how to add the files, understand how to do the commits and the the commit comment, and then how to push that because I lost work just not understanding. And yeah, neither here nor there. So this is finished and it says it's added a white space around that. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to fire up our app and we're going to open up the README. Okay, it is serving and we'll go ahead and go to that address. Oops, that is not interesting. So there it is, and we want our modal right here. It still looks terrible. So I'm guessing it added that our create new snippet doesn't work either. So that's another thing that needs to be taken care of. So let's take a picture, a screenshot. We'll go down here and we'll say the snipping tool. It's installed in Windows 11 automatically. I think it might be Windows 10 as well. And we're going to take a picture of that right here. Then we're going to just copy this into the clipboard. And we will paste it here. The modal still looks funny. I can see the issue. It says, looking at the screenshot, the form content is still touching the left edge of the modal. Modal action at the bottom doesn't have proper padding either. Let me read the CSS file, do some things. It's looking at CSS. It's doing some changes. I think all I have to do is refresh for that. So I think if I refresh and then click here, what we'll do is, just in case, we will exit out, then we will refresh again and see if that comes up. Nope, we're still gonna. Oh, it fixed the bottom. Okay, it fixed the bottom. So we'll let it know. Yep, we'll let it know that it needs to fix the left and right sides too. So that's fine. Cool. It did do something good. And again, this is Kiro using Claude Sonnet 4.0. So we're going to paste that in. The bottom is fixed. Fixed. Please. No, not please. Do not use please. It just uses up tokens. Fix the left and right sides as well. I'm going to go ahead and Control C out of this. Okay, here we go. Life is good. Do that edit. Oh, look at that. That looks beautiful. Look at that. We just did that. Vibe coding. Um, we made this look a lot better. Um, yeah, that looks pretty good. So one of the other things is this format pull down doesn't look like the rest of the boxes. That's another thing we could fix. I wouldn't do it in the same window. So let's go ahead and do this. Here's what I would do with that. So I'm good there. Um, we're gonna go ahead. Let's do this. Control C, commit the changes to Git, and then I'll push myself. Part of the reason I like it to do the Git commit is I don't like coming up with the commit comments, and it does a good job. So it's thinking. Okay, there we go. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Fixed modal white space, add proper. See, it already knew what to say in there. So then we just say git push, and this is what pushes it up for all you guys to have access to it. And life is good there. It's at GitHub, Labracorn, PBNG, next generation peanut butter. Anyway, so what I was saying is, so that's all committed and pushed. I actually, okay, so it just gives us a summary of what we did. So then I close the session, still leave the workspace open, and start a new session. And so what it was that I said we had an issue with, what wasn't in the, so right here, now let's do this, category, error loading categories. Oh, it's because it's not running. Bah, 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 bah. There we go. Run it again, and then it'll pull the categories, and then we're going to snip this. We're going to snip. We're going to do this so it has some context, but we're just going to include down to there. The category pull down. Okay, yeah. We'll ask it to, so we'll copy this. We'll go back to Curo and we'll say, paste that. Make the category pull down menu match the style of the rest of the form. Sees the issue and it's making the update. Made a change to the style CSS again. Okay. It says it's completed it. I don't know if I can just, I might be able to just refresh and see the change. Wow, that's nice. Look at that. That's nice. Okay. We like that. So we go back and then we stop and then we say commit changes to Git. Which it knows what files it's changed. There's a command where I think you can just put a period for the file name and it adds all the files again, I think, but I'm not good enough with Git to know that, and I've lost work. So, oh, I got to tell it to run that command, yes. And it's going to write the commit comment. Run that, and then we will git push. And those are the changes we're going to do for today. I don't think we're going to do anything else today. We'll call that good. It's a nice 15-minute video. Matter of fact, we might do a little editing to it and some other stuff. But this is good. This is really good. I think next time what we'll do is we'll add a dark mode button over here. And so currently you can drag these into here and it will build your, oh, we also have to add this. So this should say text to summarize. It should say text to summarize right here with a button that we can click and just edit that text. So that's kind of how we're doing that. And then the JSON is right there. And I think I might make the JSON word wrap as well. That would be good. So browse prompts, save prompt. Ooh, we definitely want to change the way that looks. Save prompt, it's a test prompt. And then can we browse the prompts? Nope, we can't browse prompts, so we got to implement that too. There's a lot of things to be done still. We can even ask, matter of fact, let's do that. Let's do that real quick. So this is all good. This is all committed. So we're going to go to a new session and we're going to say, we're going to use Claude Sonnet 3.7. We're going to say, look at the current project and list all unimplemented features. Wow, it's telling us all the things we were noticing, plus some. I really like that. That's some pretty good stuff. Um, Save this as a document titled um, futurework.md. Okay, maybe I could have done that from no, it doesn't look like it had anything to do that from the interface. Cool. So it's creating the document, futurework.md. There it is. That is pretty good stuff. And so with that, we're going to, I'm actually going to go ahead and see if I can do this myself. Git add future, there we go. Git, let's see if I can get commit. There we go. I did it. If I want to check my files on Git, so if we refresh here, we have the future work file right here. It's right here. This is good stuff. I'm really happy with this. And when I say this, I'm talking about vibe coding in general. Not necessarily Cursor, not necessarily Kiro, not necessarily Tray, but the fact that they exist and can do these things. Now, one of the things that I've noticed is it's all about the context size. So one of the things, oh, I think my camera's set too low. Here, let me fix that. Okay. Anyway, there we go. The context size. So trying to run these with your local LLMs, you're going to run into problems if you don't have the resources to load a significant context into memory. Now, we're getting closer and closer to being able to have that at home, but still, having it at home and having it be affordable, those are two different things at this point. So thank you very much for joining, and we will definitely have another one of these very soon. And I think half an hour to an hour is the perfect timing to shoot for. But I think we're going to move this over to Teams. So what we'll do is, if that occurs, these videos will be put out through Teams, and we'll keep our community in a Teams, Microsoft Teams community, and from there, we'll put the videos out on YouTube as needed or as we do them. But this has been really good. Thank you much, and see you in the next one.